Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to VTP Stage 2 online technical Tuesday coaching call 196 for the 16th of June 2026. I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying a good start to the week. Hope you're enjoying these rather eventful markets. I've had a couple of tech issues this morning, so I am hoping that if you're here in the room that you can see the slides and you can hear me okay. If you could confirm that, I'd appreciate it, just to make sure the tech's working in our favor before we push on. That would be beneficial. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. Excellent. As always, you are very welcome here. Just remember that you're always responsible for your own trading decisions. Okay, so we're going to look at yen. So as I said, pound against dollar, we had that intervention there, didn't we? We had the intervention, and you can see how well that held up. Markets were always going to test it, and so we are back here, 160 area. Looking to see, can that hold? Will the raise of interest rates, okay, market shift? Doesn't look like it to begin with, does it? All right. If anything, a 4-hour chart there and dollar against yen, I mean, it's a great uptrend, but actually, if you look at it, since we had more of that action there on Thursday, it's just, the price action there, it's coiled up, it's wrapped up. Okay, remember, we have got FOMC tomorrow, got washes, so people will be intrigued to see what he's got to say, but, it is holding, the way I look at it is that is holding above 160. All right, it's holding above 160. That's the way I would just be looking at that at the moment. Interestingly, and this is probably an example of that, as we can see, CAD versus yen, all right, is working its way lower. So we know CAD is weak, we know yen is weak, but that's also showing us exactly how weak CAD is against yen at a time when the Japanese are trying to basically mess around, okay, and intervene. That's showing that, that's just basically sort of confirming that kind of Canadian dollar weakness that we're seeing in there. But euro against yen. Well, euro against yen has been, if you look at that, okay, euro against yen for this year has not exactly been, I wouldn't exactly say that's been the easiest to trade, okay, whereas the sort of latter half of 2025 was lovely. That is STAM, all right, that is euro strength, yen weakness. That's what, you're wanting a piece of. It's probably fair to say that it has been a challenging year for euro yen, okay, really, mirror on the wall, which is the least shit one of us all right, and that's what we're seeing there. If I go down to the daily chart, do you remember we just looked at dollar against yen, how and even pound against yen, it just basically it dropped off the intervention, but it had worked its way back up. That has not happened with the euro, has it? That's not really happened. Okay, I know with the last few days has been all green, but compared to some of the strength we saw, as I said, in dollar, yen, and others, it's not exactly, I don't look at that and get excited about it. Others may do, and fair enough, but I don't look at that and get terribly excited about it. And as I said, yeah, pound yen, it hasn't gone back as strong as dollar yen, and that has been scruffy. That has been scruffy as well. All right, at a time when yen has been enormously, weak. Okay, so kind of interesting. Swiss yen. Now, a bit like euro against yen, we had this fantastic trend last year, really fantastic trend, just buy Swiss franc, sell yen. But this year, to me, if you're looking at like Stan Weinstein's stage analysis, that to me is stage 2. This is stage 3. All right, it's peaking out. We're into a period of distribution. And then, my natural inclination is, well, would be to see, does it drift its way down here? Okay, do we get a bit of Swiss franc weakness? Let's see how the 20 period moving average, seen how it acted as really strong support there. Couldn't close beneath it, but then actually what we're seeing is, it has come beneath it, but is it going to stay beneath it? Will this 8 and 20, cross on there? It's literally, when was that? April a year. Okay, over a year that trend has been in place. Okay, nothing ever lasts forever. And when I see price action like that, that doesn't make me bullish. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't, I don't sit here saying, oh yeah, I've got to get myself a bit of longs there. I don't see that at all. In fact, if anything, I see, well, do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if we drifted our way to the 50. That's what I'd be looking at there, which would indicate a bit of yen strength, all right, but that's that's not really what we're seeing. Kiwi against yen has been strange in that, this week sorry, this year, I wouldn't exactly once again say that that's been terribly exciting work. It looked like we might have been broken out when we got a bit of Kiwi strength a couple of weeks ago, but that literally just got smashed back in. See how it just basically popped its way up and came all the way back down. Oh, yeah, and now we're just in the malaise. I would just call that a malaise of sort of pivoting around 93. That's the way I would look at that. Okay. I don't see anything terribly exciting if I'm trying to swing trade Kiwi yen there at the moment.